video is going to explain how to take the notes that you got from reading your sources and put them into an effective outline for your research paper. So this video will especially help you with Research Essay 2. It may also help you with Research Essay 1 if you found that the original outline you created no longer works. Maybe the information you got from your sources was just too different from what you originally guessed you would be finding. So the first thing to keep in mind is that you are the conductor of your paper. You are driving it, not your sources. So just like a conductor will say, all right, more violins here, less percussion here, you're orchestrating your paper in the same way. So one thing that is helpful to do after you've done all your research and right when you're starting your outline is to sit down and write a few sentences that state in your own words how all of your sources are linked. All right, what's a common idea that they all share? Are they all related, or maybe are they all different? Did they all come to different conclusions and present different information? So if that's the case, how are you going to bring them together into one idea? So pause the video and take a few minutes to write a sentence or two that kind of captures everything that you've learned. All right, once you've done that activity, the next thing that is helpful is to grab a blank sheet of printer paper, and you're going to be eventually drawing this diagram, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So the first thing I want to point out is that in a research paper, we never, ever, ever, ever want to outline our paper by the sources we read. I should never in your paper see the first source I read said blank, then the second source said blank. That is an absolute no-no. You need to show that you are in control of these sources and that they are not in control of you. They are not dictating the outline of your paper. Right, so doing what we call a storyboard, which is what this is, can help you be in control of your sources. So the first thing you want to do is draw a circle or square in the middle of your paper and put the answer to your thesis in the middle of this page. So from the debatable thesis video, I gave you this template that says I'm working on the topic of blank because I want to find out blank. Right here, because I want to find out, answering this question is really your thesis. So what did you find out or learn from your research? Okay, that is what you should put here in the center. Then next, you want to draw out at least 3 other branches from this center one. This example has 4. You can do 4, but you need at least 3. So what's in these yellow squares are your reasons. This is the reason why you believe this answer to your thesis is true or the best answer that there is. Okay? And then from these reasons, these are often abstract ideas or big picture ideas. So if you use the template that I gave you, it would be that first question where I said, what's the big picture idea of this source and how does it relate to your thesis? You would put that here. All right, then these little squares, these are going to vary depending on what your sources gave you, but these would be the specific facts and details or evidence that prove this abstract idea or demonstrate it. Okay, so these will be concrete. They will be things like statistics or the results of case studies or testimonies, things like that. So this way, you may find when you're doing the storyboard that, oh, I have one fact from this source and another fact from another source, but both of these sources help me answer this abstract idea. So that is perfectly fine to mix and match sources within your paper. What you'll eventually find is that these yellow squares will likely turn into the paragraphs of your paper, with these supporting points being the evidence within the paragraph that you have. So go through the storyboard, use this to help you organize all of the different facts and sources that you have.